Good morning. It is Tuesday, April 6th, 2026, and we have docked in Bermuda. Never been to Bermuda before, so I'm very excited to check it out. I've got an excursion that literally is going to take me all over the islands, so I'm excited about that. It's kind of gray out today. They said possibility of showers. So here's the view from my veranda. Again, I don't know much about Bermuda. I'm sure we will find out about this fort, this old fort, and this house. So we'll both learn about Bermuda together. Okay, it is raining right now in Bermuda. I'm on our tour and sitting in the back. But, cemetery.
But it's not the locals, not our cemetery.
All right, and this person painted their house like 5 different colors.
Coming up in a...
We stopped at a pit stop at a golf club. I guess, I don't know, some golf tournaments were held here. It's like the Port Royal Golf Club. Okay, yeah, this Port Royal Golf Club. I'm glad we're in a bus. That's all I have to say, because it's going to rain all day. Okay, so we have made a stop. We are at the Gibbs Hill Lighthouse, and you can kind of see it here. Got my umbrella up because it's still raining a lot. Let's walk this way. Supposedly the views are incredible, especially from the top of the lighthouse. But yeah, it's really cloudy. Oh my gosh. We went by some lagoons that had coral reefs in them, and they just looked like in the sunlight they'd be beautiful. But you know what? You go the day you stop. You go the day you're in port, and if it's rainy, it's rainy, and if it's not, it's not. And it's just nice to get out and walk around. This is Lionel. He's our driver, and there's the map of Bermuda. So I went in the gift shop and it was like packed. So I'm on the other side of the lighthouse. I am not opting to go up the lighthouse, but yeah, too bad. So I would take a video in the gift shop that it was packed with people. A lot of people didn't come with umbrellas, and they didn't bring like light jackets. I have a denim shirt over a t-shirt, and I wish I would have brought, I have a sweatshirt on the ship.
We're gonna go down.
All right, this is a pink sand beach. Beautiful. Just, I can imagine the sunshine. And we are next to a stand of rubber trees. Very, very cool driveway. Love it. Okay, we have stopped. We are in Hamilton, which is the largest city of Bermuda. We're on the front street. And I'm going to take a picture of the very wet Bermuda sign. All right, I went to a coffee place and got hot coffee because it's not cold. It's like 71 degrees, but with the rain, yeah, and it's coming down pretty good. It's chilly. And there's a little tiny electric car. Lionel, our guide, said these are the kind of cars that they let tourists rent. I guess they can't rent regular sized cars. Okay, look at that. I don't know if you can tell the turquoise color, but it's so beautiful. He said on a summer day, it looks like a sheet of turquoise glass. I mean, even in this horrible weather, it's beautiful. And this is a beach called Tobacco Bay Beach. And the rain continues. Now we are in St. George's. This is Town Hall. I'm sure it's beautiful in sunny weather. I probably will I'm going to head in these shops. What the heck? Little shopping, little retail therapy maybe. All right, but before I go into the shop, I'll get the other side of the street. There's the White Horse Tavern over there. Yeah, charming town. Okay, this is the Bridge House. It was built in I think originally in 1692. And now it's like, I think they do afternoon tea in there, and they sell cookies with pink sand decorations. Okay, this is like all kinds of, got real crowded here all of a sudden. And St. George's was the first place in Bermuda to be settled by the British. And the oldest Anglican church in the Western Hemisphere is here. And there's just a pretty turquoise building. I mean, the colors, it's like everything I've seen about Bermuda. I probably won't go to the church because it's a bit of a walk and it's just wet, so. Okay, this is that Anglican church. It's the oldest Anglican church in the Western Hemisphere. I don't know. Yeah, in the New World, I guess. And it wasn't that far. I thought it was going to be a far walk, but it was real close. So I might go and pop in and take a look at it. Oh, and this is the Globe Hotel. This was built in 1700, and now it's a Bermuda National Trust Museum, and it's closed right now though. And this is inside the church. Again, it's an Anglican church. And I love the pews. They've got ceremonial chairs. An old baptismal font that I'm guessing is really old. Probably dates back to maybe the original church. I don't know. Okay, this is really interesting. This statue, which I thought maybe was from the original church, and the statue over here are from the British House of Commons in London. They were brought over here for the first meeting of Bermuda's General Assembly. So that's very cool. And that was in 1620. So, wow. Okay, and that's a much better view of the hotel that I just showed you down there. And then over here is the Black Cemetery. And it says, here lies the remains of free blacks, black slaves, Native American, and Caribbean Indian slaves. So kind of a sad place. And there's a cemetery on the other side of the church. And I honestly there's no plaque, so I guess maybe ministers or people who founded the parish. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Okay, I'm heading back to where our bus is, and this was a headquarters, a Confederate headquarters during the Civil War, which is so interesting. I guess it is 650 miles, that is Bermuda, is due east of North Carolina. I don't know. I'm sure there's an interesting history there I do not know anything about, and maybe I need to read about it. All right, and this is like a little pedestrian street in St. George's, I guess, is the name of it. And so we'll just walk down here for a little bit. And I love the colors. And it goes on down the street. Oh, and here's the Somers Wharf. Okay, at St. George's Harbor. Oh, I love it. Okay, I'm not going to walk down there. It's almost time to go back to the bus. Okay, and walking back, I keep getting wet because somehow the underside of my umbrella got wet. But this is definitely, I'm going to say, not the weather I expected here. And I don't think anybody really did. Okay, I'm walking back to our little bus. I wish I would have found this little waterfront Wahoo's Bistro and Patio a little earlier. I would have popped in there for one of the rum swizzles. Okay, so I'm walking across this little bridge and looking back onto St. George's. There's a little military thing. There's a cannon, and then it looks like all these like punishment things, like where they dip people in water and put people in the stocks. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Anyway. And then, yeah, I don't know, A Voyage of Destiny. Oh, I gotta see what this guy's statue's about. If I can get over without, like, completely getting totally wet. Okay, this little sign explains it was sighted by the Spaniards, but it was settled. There was the wrecking of an English sea ship, the Sea Venture, in 1609. And and I love this guy posing. So there we go. 1609 is when this was settled by the British. And we'll go around this way. Somebody's ringing a bell. I don't know what that's about, but we'll see. Okay, we have a town crier and a little baby train. There's our town crier up there. Right there. He's heading in there. And then we've got a little train. Okay, you can kind of see it's still raining. But we are out of the bus. You can see the water. It's beautiful. People are out. They're taking pictures. It's really pretty. Oh my gosh. Pink sand. Okay, we got some chickens and baby chicks, and there's some mad chickens. All right, we have made it back. I am like a drowned rat, but I just have to show you. I don't know if this is going to come out as blue. I mean, it is brilliant turquoise blue. It looks fake. It totally looks fake. Anyway, there's our ship. I'm trying to keep my camera dry. The lovely Neustadt. It is breezy, and I'm wet, and I'm going to go in and try to put my sweatpants on and put my sweatshirt on and maybe even go to the dry sauna. Okay, I'm back on the ship. I changed my clothes. I am warming up. Everything was so wet. And now I'm listening to this lovely smooth jazz quartet. And having a rum swizzle, which is delicious. Well, good evening. It is a day later from when I filmed the video. It is Wednesday. Oh gosh, I'm so confused. April 8th, not March 8th, April 8th. And I'm a day late in getting this uploaded. Today was the first day of 7 days at sea. So there might be one more video before we get to our first stop. There's only so much I can film on the ship. So if there's a couple of days with nothing, hang in there. I'll have more next week. So we'll see you then.